Okay, so there's a few things we can do. Well, let's just go ahead and go back to the main menu here. Alright, there's a few things that we can do at this point. We are able to do some shopping in Xenobatos, just at least one section of it. We can take Kulun to go back to some side quests. They're optional, we don't have to do them, but I'm going to. We're going to be doing, there's 3 of them that we can do. We can do the releasing the Dragoon spirits in Velweb, so we're going to go back there and help Shirley out releasing their spirits, their trapped spirits. We can get some Polter armor in the snowfield, that's that Fort Magrad or whatnot that we saw. We're actually going to make our way in there and get the item there. And we can also take on a super boss back there in the Kashua Glacier, that's Flanvel Tower. But that's a little bit of a high order, tall order. I'm not quite sure if we're going to do that. We might do that like right before the very end of the game, or maybe after the end of the game. We'll do something. But if we needed to train, Velweb's the best place because there's the save points, there's some healing, and there's item shops. So that's for note. And let's get to it. Okay, so we can only travel between the Law Factory, the Law Launcher, and the Legislation Center. When we do come back to Xenobatos, that's basically what we have to do. We have to kind of pass new laws that give us more and more rights and permissions to do things. So right now we're just going to go to the Law Factory. Where we should find a shop to buy some Dragoon armor. Okay, so if for some odd reason code 339 is not in effect, you have to put it into effect so that you can use the shop. Let's see what items they've got. Okay, depetrifier. Really nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, what weapons do we got? Don't use. Already have that. Okay, so this is where we want. I mean, I believe we have a D-stone. We have all these things, I believe. So we're definitely going to want to pick. Well, let's see, 800 times 4. We have enough. Let's go ahead and get the red dragon armor. Not for him. I'm not going to use Albert. I might as well if I have the money. Okay. Right now I have the Saint armor on. which does what? Accumulates SP, which doesn't matter. I've got enough. I get enough SP when I use my addition. So, the red Dragoon armor nullifies damage due to fire-based attacks. So, in addition to increasing both our defense and magical defense by a decent amount, by like 6 or 7 points, we will also be immune to that type of element of our Dragoon. Now, Rose had previous, again, SP accumulation, and we don't really need that. Might as well give that to Albert, even though we probably won't ever use him again. Okay, so the pretty hammer for her that we got from the last Kraken gives twice as much SP, but not powerful. So we'll just keep the heavy mace on her and give her the blue dragon armor. Okay, so since we're going to be doing some alright, teleporting device. Since we got some side quests to do, we're going to do those. And that'll pretty much be it. I think we'll have to see. We're obviously going to do the Dragoon spirits first. So let's go back to Velweb and see how difficult or easy this whole process is going to be. Yes. I'm not quite sure where it's going to take us or if we have options. Oh, now that is cool. Trying to think, how do we get to Velweb? Ulara. Yeah, that's definitely where we want to go. I didn't know what square did. I guess that cancels the trip. Trying to think, is there an inn place to heal in Ulara? There should be in Velweb at the very least. Okay. No, wait a minute. Does that take us to the Tower of Flanvel? Or does that take us to Velweb? Alright. Okay. Homo Gigantos. I got that backwards.
Go! Crack then!
Trying to think, how do we get back to Val Web? I wonder if that's the, I think Val Web is north of Ulara. Although that might also be the Death Frontier. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. So we need to go to... Well, let's see. Where's the Queen Fury at? So obviously we can't... Okay, let's go to Twin Castle and see if maybe we can't... Maybe the Queen Fury returns to... Well, I am an idiot. Because here I am trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. And right on my notes is where I'm supposed to go. We wanted to talk to Cologne, go to Dinigrad, and the Glacier and Snowfield, and then Velweb. Okay. We might as well heal while we're here. Ah. That's right. I don't want... How do I back out of that? I suppose I don't have a choice. That's right. If you want to go back to areas of the game that aren't on each disc, you have to put in the disc that they're on in order to go back to them. My bad. The question is, when I leave Dinigrad, is it going to ask me to switch back to disc 4? Of course not.
Hush! Die! More and more!
Now, can I switch? No, I can't do that. Okay. You know what? Let's do this. We're going to go back to Xenobatos. Simply because that's going to force us to change to disc 4. And then what we'll do is we'll get back to Velweb, and once we get to Velweb, because that's going to take, you know, several battles and a bit of a trek to get there. Once we get to where Shirley is, there's a save point. We'll heal, we'll save. That's where I'm going to call it quits for this stream tonight. And then next week will be all about mostly just getting through the side quests and maybe a little bit more into the plot. It depends on how long everything takes. Ah.
Die. More and more.
I'm trying to think. I think we want to go that one area that splits. We want to go to the left with the little. Of course. Dang it. Man. I should have just stayed on disc 3. At the very least, it allows us to, you know, I guess really we only have to be on specific discs for certain plots, so obviously Bell Web was still on disc 3, duh. Duh. Should have known that. Oh, I think it's this way, isn't it? Yep.
Die. More and more.
Awesome, I was hoping that that would affect.
Yes. Go.
Those big tortoises have a lot of HP. I didn't want to really whittle it down. I was hoping it would die like that. And it did. Awesome. Some luck, I guess. That should take us to the snowfield.
Yes! Touch! Go! Crash dance!
Die. More and more.
Of course, this is also where we want to come back to when we want to go to Fort Magrad and get the Polter armor, or defeat the Polter armor. And the question is, do I remember how to get back to... I think it's fairly just straightforward. There's a lot of different areas. Somewhat. But apparently this is the best place to train, so I might as well just defeat the enemies. I'm pretty sure the psychedelic bomb is still going to pretty much be an instant one-hit, you know, we win, kind of like instant win button. And you know what? Just to see if it works, we're going to have Dart use it. Even though I don't think he has a high enough, or at least I'm pretty sure Miranda definitely has the higher magical attack. Oh yeah, yeah. Instant win. And when we do get to where we're going, we have 4 Dragoon spirits to release. So I guess it's not too far. Oh, she's supposed to heal us. So let's see if we come back if that's the case.
Die. More and more.
Yes. Touch. Go. Crash dance.
Excellent. So this is where we're going to call it quits for this stream. On the next stream, we will take on the 4 remaining trapped Dragoon spirits to complete the first of 3 side quests. Then we're going to head back to the snowfield to do the Fort McGrad, complete that side quest, and then from there, either back to the plot or maybe try our hands at the super boss, Magician Faust. Probably not, we'll probably get our ass handed to us. And just see where we go from there. So thanks for watching. I'm grekaosangel. Thanks for everybody who tuned into the stream. I always enjoy seeing familiar faces, talking about interesting things, especially stuff I may not known about this game or anything in general. If you liked what you see and you want to see more, please be sure to follow me on Twitch TV and on Twitter, and check out my YouTube channel where all of these streams will go up in case you missed them or you're not able to come out for one. But as always, I always try to update Twitter with a proposed time when I'm going to be streaming. I typically stream Tuesday, Wednesday night Wednesday, Thursday morning, depending how you look at it. It's usually between midnight and 3 a.m. and we go for about 2 to 3 hours. So once again, thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.